Alright, next game is Cemetery Mary. I cannot remember much about this, but we're just gonna go straight into it. Start. Warning, this game contains themes and depictions of the following: stalking, kidnapping, strong language, mild drugs, alcohol and smoking, blood, murder, suicide, flashing images, and potentially loud noises. Discretion is advised. I've never been to a funeral that I didn't enjoy. What? Never been to a funeral that you didn't enjoy. That is, until very recently. And I wasn't quite sure how to feel. It was a beautiful service. And one they certainly deserved. If only it had come later in their lifetime. And maybe it could have been prevented. If there wasn't a murderer in my city... Oh, that's what everyone's been saying anyways. The Blackwood Butcher.
That's what they called them, at least. It was hard not to overhear the rumors said about them. And when I mean them, I mean me and the voices.
That's what it seems like. I heard they strike at night. I heard they only target one person at a time and don't stop until they're dead.
I heard it's a ghost, blindness seeking revenge.
I didn't believe in any of that. Oh, I didn't believe in any of that. At least, not at first. But my parents did. And because of that, they didn't like me going off to the cemetery alone. Because everyone likes going to the cemetery. Staying until it closed. Walking home by myself in the dark. Even though it was only across the street, these rumors had made them afraid for my safety. I wonder why. Do you really believe they're real? I asked my father. I do, he answered. Are you really worried for me? My mother did not say anything. But that is to be expected. What? They thought I was a perfect target, but I still didn't believe in it. Still, they were worried about me. So they sent me off to live with my aunt, uncle, and cousin. They didn't live far. At least, not anymore. They moved from their fancy home in gorgeous Halen City to a small little cabin in the woods. I never understood why. But I never really asked about it either. My parents felt I would be safer with them. I didn't want to leave. But every day I stayed only seemed to stress them out more. So I went to make them feel better. For the first few weeks, everything was fine. I barely left the house, barely went to town anymore, and when I did, I was always with someone. Taking all the precautions to avoid becoming a victim of the Butcher. But I still thought it was only a rumor. Even if the number of deaths in our community increased, I never thought that I or someone I knew would be a victim. Then that thing happened. That thing with George. He peed his pants on the street. It went everywhere. It was disgusting. To those two. And for the first time I was worried. Shortly after that, my own parents disappeared. They weren't in the diner, nor could I contact them. Even the authorities couldn't figure it out. No one had seen them. It was as if they had suddenly vanished. As if they were killed off. I don't like to think about that possibility. Actually, well, there was also that other thing that happened. Maybe I should have told the authorities about it. Or anyone for that matter. But I was too afraid of what might happen if I did. Oh! Your parents are safe? Oh. Mary. Ah. I knew I would fall asleep if I sat down. Is it raining outside? It wasn't supposed to rain today. The light's on outside. Is Crovin out there? I better go check. Dang, Crovin. What are you doing out here? It's raining. You're out here? Where's Aunt and Uncle? Crovin, I finished dinner. Come inside. I made lasagna, your favorite. Okay. Okay, Crovin.
Quit it, Mary. How many times do I have to tell you? So much smoking. Just like the other game.
They went to hell? What? Okay, keep going. It's spaghetti. I used your favorite sauce too. Okay, I'll be inside in a second. Just let me put this out. Oh, if I would have chose the other option. All the food is cold. I know, I fell asleep after I made it, so that's never been a problem for you before. I made too much. Are you upset with me for what I said earlier? Nah, don't worry about it. Smoking is bad. It was just a slip-up. I probably would have made the same mistake. So don't talk about it anymore, alright? If you say so, then. I'm really sorry, Mary. What did I just say? Capiche? I thought we had this figured out. I take your lunch money, you don't tell auntie and uncle. You tell auntie and uncle, I take something else. I take your organs. Don't worry about it. We're not talking about it anymore. Okay. Other than that, we didn't say much, and dinner was quiet. I cleaned up most of it, but Crovin helped a little bit. After that, he went to go in the living room. Once I finished cleaning the kitchen, I joined him, like usual. Normally after dinner, when Crovin and I sit together, we do something fun. We play a game on our phones together. Or we get a board game. Or we play cards. Talk about our days if something exciting happened. But that's when Aunt and Uncle were still. Crovin's been in a pretty bad mood since. It's not as if I can blame him. I want to talk to him, but I don't really know if he's much in the mood to talk. What should I do? Let's attempt. Come on, Crovin. It's you and me. Crow, do you want to talk about... Oh, wait, it's the wrong voice. Crow, do you want to talk about it? There's nothing to talk about. My parents are probably dead. I've still got my old therapist's number, you know. Crovin? And the reason she was your old one... I know. But she was good at this kind of stuff. And I've been thinking that maybe... Shut up, Mary, you little brat with your hair up. That looks cool. And your red eyes are also cool. My eyes are even more red because I smoke all day watching YouTube about SpongeBob because SpongeBob is my life. And SpongeBob is cool. But it's become an addiction. Shut up, Mary. Just shut up already. Can I be a bit over it? Why are you trying so hard to rush me into therapy, huh? Thought you knew about this stuff better than anyone, but here you are. I'm not gonna stop being upset just because you miss me being all happy, smiling and stuff. Can't you stop trying to talk to me about it? I'll get over it when I get over it. Maybe get your own life, and then you'll stop worrying so much over mine. Sorry. I think I ended up making Crovin more agitated trying to talk to him. Oh well. After a few more moments of awkward sitting, I went upstairs and headed to my bedroom. I didn't want to make Crovin angrier than I already had. I brushed my teeth and got changed into my pajamas. I stretched out on what you could consider my bed. The room I have in the cabin is nice. It's not like my room back in my actual home. But I've stayed here so long, I've been able to decorate it a bit more to my liking. It's a pleasant room to stay in, even if it's not quite home. Of course, I didn't normally sleep right away. I usually read a book or watch a movie on my laptop, or lie awake thinking of every embarrassing thing that's happened in my life, like when George peed his pants everywhere. But as of recent, I picked up a different nighttime ritual. One that's nowhere near as pleasant. I spy on Crovin. The text message I had received the days following my parents' disappearance was from a number I didn't recognize. Your parents are safe, it had said. Why is there a head? Oh. I think we need to talk about some of these. This is cool. I like this. Don't know what this is. Scary. Cool. Is it thespian stuff, or I don't know. Your parents are safe, it said. I know I should have done something smart. I should have told somebody. But instead, I texted the number back, and they responded to me. I've noticed that other than the first message, they usually don't reach out to me. It's me who keeps texting them, hoping to find out what's happening behind all this. Are you still awake? I am awake whenever you want to talk. That I cannot do. My identity must remain hidden. Forever? No, not forever. Then why can't you just tell me who this is? Because it's not safe. Why wouldn't it be safe? You'll have to trust me on that. Even though I just told you your parents are safe. I don't trust you at all. How did you even get my number? Your parents gave it to me. Why would they do that? Because they care about you. You must be lying to me. My parents wouldn't do something like that. I'm sorry you don't know your parents as well as you think you do. What does that mean? Seriously, you freak me out. You freak me out. Jerk. I just want my parents back. Which is, oh man, I feel bad for messing around now. That's sad. That is sad. Please don't drag this out. I just want them back home. You should get some rest. It's Croven. I'm just gonna use Croven's voice. It's late, isn't it? I'm spying on you if you haven't noticed. I'm your FBI agent. I'll talk to you tomorrow. I don't like to text for too long. Until then, goodbye. Goodbye. They suggested that I get some rest. But how do you expect me to do that? I had never felt more restlessness in my life, even asleep. I knew I wouldn't rest. When I woke up the next morning, Croven had already left for the day, but that wasn't a surprise. He'd been staying out late and leaving super early ever since the incident. I think being home bothers him. I'm not surprised. Whenever I pass the diner, I too feel like not being there. It's not the same without mom and dad after all. Despite this cabin being out in the middle of the woods, it really isn't all that hard to get back to Blackwood. Outside of our cabin is a faint dirt trail. It gets a bit twisty at some parts, but it isn't too confusing. It takes about 15 minutes to walk down, but maybe 10 if you're fast. At the end of the trail, there's a fence, one with a slight gap in it, and past that fence, there's a little community. It isn't big. A few trailers with a few people living all the way out there, far from anything that's, well, anything. But there's a road here, and a bus that comes through. It runs through Blackwood. So whenever we need to leave, we take this bus. I like the bus. And then at the end of a short trip, you're in Blackwood! It's the city I grew up in. And I always really loved it. There's the library and the local stores, but my favorite place is the Blackwood Cemetery. I would like to know why. It's got lots of trees to read under, and the prettiest headstones I've ever seen. There's a mausoleum, I can't say it too. Though I've never been inside. Private mausoleum, you know. I don't know who it belongs to. Anyways, I always try to leave flowers when I visit, at least every so often. That's nice. And I visit a lot. I like to think it helps them, you know? Not feel lonely. And then after having spent my day in Blackwood, I came back home the same way I left. But I always make sure no one sees the way I come back home. Just in case, you know, that cabin is watching. Despite the recent events, I too leave the cabin more than ever now. Croven is rarely home, and I don't like being here alone. I know I'm just being paranoid, but I don't like the thought that maybe the butcher could find me out here all alone. Even if that's the whole reason I'm here in the first place. So, I go out a lot now. I feel more comfortable surrounded by lots of people. Despite how many things it may seem, I always prefer to be around people anyways. That's one reason why I like to go to the cemetery so often. There's always people that, oh, I guess. Oh, didn't mean to do that, my bad. Even if you can't see them. Oh. After I got out of bed, I made myself a small breakfast and got changed into my favorite outfit. Croven's... Does that painting seem different? Croven's gone. The bus I take out into town should be arriving in it any minute now. Where should I go today? The library, the cafe, the cemetery. We like the cemetery. I went to my favorite place, the cemetery. The cemetery is pretty much on the same block as my family's restaurant. Right next to it, in fact. All you have to do is cross the street. It's on the same side of the road. I think my parents choose this location because it's good for business. That's what Mom told me anyways. People are usually hungry after a funeral. Crying really takes a lot out of you after all. I was always glad to live there because I really love visiting the cemetery. I like to walk down the rows and see who got flowers that day. That's what I do most days. You think it's like Frozen, where, you know, Anna is talking to the paintings? Hang in there, John. Sometimes I'll pick my own flowers just to leave on graves that look like they've been forgotten about. I'm actually quite known for this cemetery. Some people have even begun to use a nickname for me, though I don't know how many of them even know what I look like. When I arrived at the cemetery gates, however, I was surprised to see Crovin standing there with looked like a new friend. Dude, I see. Everyone's got this. Well, I could see why she's wearing all black. Probably sad parents. And then everyone's got this like goth look. When I arrived at the cemetery gates, however, I was surprised. Oh, we read that. Crovin?
Mary. Did you follow me?
Huh? No, I didn't. You know I was coming here.
Yeah, but that's not usually until later. Why are you here so early?
I mean, it's not as if I had anything better to do.
Well, do you have to be here right now? I'm with my friend. I'm kind of on a date. Friend date.
Oh, this is a date?
I mean, it can be if you want it to be.
Oh, that's the lady. I don't think about it. Who's your friend? How am I supposed to know you'd be here? No. Who's your friend?
This is Vasilis. I met him at the arcade.
Yo!
Sorry, Mary, but can you please go? I really just don't have the energy for this right now because of my sadness.
I'm not making fun of depression. I struggle with depression myself. I'm just really overplaying this character. Yeah, okay. Sorry. I didn't mean to intrude. I'll see you later.
Later.
See you some other time, Mary. I left Crovin alone. I didn't want to interrupt his little date or whatever. Especially didn't want to make him more mad at me. However, I wasn't going to let him stop me from going into the cemetery. I continued on, past the gates, and stepped inside. It seemed emptier than usual. It didn't look like any funerals were being held today. Would it be mean of me to wish there was? Yeah, it probably would be. Forget I say anything like that. It was a really awful thing to say. I think she doesn't wish someone died. I think she wished there was people to be around. She probably just misses people. When nighttime rolled around, I headed back home. I slipped into my pajamas and headed to bed almost immediately. Of course, though, I couldn't sleep right away. I had someone I needed to talk to first. Good evening again.
Good evening. It's not Covin if you're thinking about that.
May I ask you something?
You always do.
How did you know my name is Mary?
I've always known. I've watched you since you were a wee little girl. I might be the bird stuffed animal on your bed.
Huh?
I've always known what your name is.
Have we met before?
If we did, then you probably wouldn't remember.
If? So we didn't meet?
Take the if as a maybe. I don't like to give too much out since I'm a bird on your bed. I mean, we may have met before. But would it make any difference if you didn't remember me? It would be as if you're meeting for the first time.
That's weird. I'm uncomfortable. Any updates on my parents?
They are fine. A little annoying, but fine.
Will I ever see them again?
Yes.
Because I'm coming to get you too. I just need more time. Good night, Mary. I went to sleep feeling pretty shaken that night. I would too. Try not to think about it. Surprised I was able to get any sleep at all. I'm surprised I didn't have any nightmares either. Uncle Cross? Yeah, Mary. Uncle Cross, can I ask you a question? Sure thing, kiddo. Shoot. How'd you lose your eye? Wait, Dad. Mary. Oh, so this is like a memory, looks like. It's fine, I don't mind. I lost my eye in the war. I was in the middle of the battle. Full tank, charging another full tank. We had our knives out, just like the horses, but this time with tanks. It was magnificent. You were in the war, Uncle Cross? I was. I won't get into the specifics of it, but it was important to me that I protect my family in any way I could. Do you miss it? My eyeball? Yeah. You know something? Not as much as I thought I would. I think I would miss you a lot more. After I got out of bed, I made myself a small breakfast. I'm sorry, guys. And got changed into my favorite outfit, the one you wear every day. Proven's gone, and the bus I take into town should be arriving any minute now. Where should I go today? Change it up. Because if... we're going to one cafe. I decided to go to the new cafe that opened up. Planet Dollars is a popular coffee chain, but we've never had one in this town. Well, until now, that is. I've always wanted to go to one, just to try it, you know? Although, I don't actually like coffee. But still, I could at least see what they had, right? When I got to the cafe, it was already packed. I thought it, since it had already been around for a few weeks, some of the hype surrounding it would have died down. But I guess not, seeing as how noisy and crowded it was. Still, at least it was something different from the usual. As I said, I'm not particularly fond of coffee, and since I had a light breakfast anyways, I decided to treat myself with a muffin. A chocolate muffin. Because sweet food's all the best. However, I found myself in a bit of a pinch when I tried to look for some place to sit down. It seemed as though everyone's seats were already taken, and I really didn't want to walk and eat at the same time. Luckily though, I was able to find an empty seat. A girl around my age with the most spectacular eyebrows, wait, are those her eyebrows? Going all the way up into the air, was diligently working on her laptop with an empty seat across from her. I figured she must be writing an essay for college or something. Coffee shops are popular with people in college, or so I hear. Seeing as this was the only seat left, I asked her, "Excuse me, may I sit here?" She didn't verbally answer me. Rather, she glanced over at me, rolled her eyes, and nodded to the empty chair. I tried to look apologetic as I sat. "Thank you." Stay quiet, respectful. Thanks. So you're interested in what I'm doing here? Well, yes, I guess. You seem to be very focused after all. As focused as I can be. What's your name? Me? I'm Mary. Cemetery Mary. Twyla, nice to meet you. Anyways, I'm working on a report. A report? Like, for school? No. Have you noticed something's odd going on in town recently? Something on? I'm not surprised if you haven't heard about it. It's like the police are trying to dull suspicions. Or just arrest potential suspects so everyone can feel safe. Oh. Oh, are you talking about the killing rumors? Yeah, they haven't found me. I mean, the Blackwood Butcher, right? Don't say it out loud. But, yes. How did you know, even though everyone knows? Oh, well, I've been hearing rumors for a while now. And actually, my aunt and uncle died pretty recently. They were, killed. Really? Uh-huh. That's actually pretty... How did they die? What? What is... Oh, I don't know. No one really told me, but the circumstances were strange. Like, they didn't die naturally. There was definitely someone else involved. At least, that's what I've been told. Uh-huh. Interesting. You know, maybe you can help me with these reports. And, some other stuff. I may be the killer. Oh. I can? Yeah. If you're okay with that, of course. Oh. Yeah, sure, I guess. I mean, having a killer around is bad, so if I can help, like, raise awareness or something. I mean, like, yeah. I'd like to help you.
This has really put me ahead. I have to go, actually. I'm running late for something. Here, give me your phone number. I'm not entirely sure I'll need your help, but I'd rather have a way to contact you just in case.
Oh yeah, of course. Oh, did not mean to open that. Opened up Xbox thing.
Twyla and I exchanged.
Oh, wrong person. After she packaged up her laptop and was picked up from a car outside. Come to think of it, I didn't actually see her drink any coffee or order any food. I guess maybe she finished before I got there? I don't know why she would choose such a noisy place to work, though. After spending my day looking in some nearby stores, I went home pretty tired. I ate leftovers for dinner and yawned more than once as I got changed into my pajamas. I plopped myself onto my bed and pulled out my phone, ready to continue the nightly conversation. You're there, right?
Wait. Of course I am. Wait, I feel like I forgot Croven's voice, but we're gonna go with this.
I don't know why I keep contacting you. I guess I'm just afraid if I don't, you'll disappear or something.
It's unlikely.
I know you won't tell me where my parents are, but can you at least tell me why you took them?
No.
Why not?
I don't know. Who could be seeing these messages, right? You expect me to trust that?
He expects me to trust you?
Fair point.
I really don't see how this works. How am I supposed to trust you? Aren't someone dangerous if you don't give me any info to go off of? Especially when I haven't even heard from my parents?
Goodbye, Mary. Sleep well.
It's the bird in the background. I felt sick that night as I tried to go to sleep. I tossed and turned so many times, and yet I was still too tired to get up and try doing something else. I don't remember when eventually I was able to fall asleep. I didn't sleep very well, though. I'm not going back out there. You saw how they were looking at me. I can't do it. I can't. I'm sorry. Oh, maybe it's better if I don't anymore. Is the mom the butcher? After I got out of bed, I made myself a small breakfast and got changed into my favorite outfit every day. Croven's gone, and the bus I'd taken to town should be arriving any minute now. Where should I go today? I'll go to the library. I want to go to a cafe. But just there today. Maybe I should try something else. Okay, so they want us to go... Library! I guess we're going. Library's fun, but I want to go to cafe. Decided to go to the library. There's nothing quite like a good book. My favorite kind of books are mysteries. Not necessarily murder mysteries, but mysteries in general. In fact, I kind of prefer it when mysteries don't involve anyone dying. There's a lot less tension there, you know? But maybe I'm just too soft. I also quite enjoy manga, especially the shoujo kind. I feel almost embarrassed to like them, but I kind of find they're cute and nice, and I like seeing characters fall in love. Yeah, a shoujo. Maybe that's why I try to find them at the library today. I stepped into the library and began to make my way over to my favorite spot. A tucked away corner in the library. Right. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. 1 second. Why is it yelling at me? Super annoying. Okay. Tucked away corner in the library, right by a single window. Sometimes I spend an entire day in that corner, just reading. I've even managed to finish entire books without leaving the library. I look forward to doing something like that again today, but when I got to my favorite spot, I noticed the man was already sitting there. I was surprised because usually this library was pretty empty. But this man, he's familiar. I've met him before. Oh, my apologies. Did I take your seat? Oh, it's you. Mary Hunter, yes. That's right. I remember you. From the funeral, right? Indeed. Do you remember my name? Reginald? That's right. Reginald, it's a pleasure to see you here. I was hoping to run into you again one day. Oh. I hope that doesn't come off weird. You were just such a pleasant person to be around. You really brought life into that funeral. Oh, really? Thank you. I think. Oh, man. So what brings you to the library today? Oh, well, I don't really have plans, so I thought I'd just check out a book or something. Likewise. What kind of book were you interested in checking out? Honesty. I'm actually here to look for a Sujo manga. A Sujo manga? What's that? Oh, it's like, do you know what a manga is? I have an idea, but I can't say I've ever read one myself. Well, it's like one of those, but it usually centers around the romance between the two main characters, and sometimes tears like friends or rivals. But I really like the comedy ones, because you get cute jokes mixed into the romance. But sometimes the drama ones are really cute too, and they can really get really intense. And sorry I'm rambling. And I'm not good at explaining things. No worries. I think you did a good job. Asujo sounds interesting. Perhaps I'll check one out myself later. I'm trying to be more open to new things after all. Like kidnapping your parents. Anyways, what are you here to read? Me? I'm reading Manslaughter on the Disorient Locomotive. Oh, I've been meaning to read that one too. Do you want it then? What? Oh, no, that's okay. Please take your time. Just, if you wouldn't mind. Would you tell me when you're done with it? You know, so I could maybe read it after? I'm fine with that. There, I've gotten pretty far in, and I don't think I'll be finished by today. You have a cell phone, yes? Would it be alright if I have your number? That way I can notify you as soon as I'm finished. And well, I'd like to try and be friends too, if that's alright. Oh, really? I mean, yeah, of course. You're giving your phone number out way too... No. Reginald and I exchanged phone numbers. I was shocked he even remembered me, but I'd consider meeting him again at a pleasant surprise, and one I really appreciated. After our exchange, I picked out a Sujo book from one of the shelves and began to read in one of the other spots in the library. I ended up liking it so much, I looked for the other books and brought 2 or 3 home with me to read later. After I came home, had dinner, and cleaned the kitchen up, I began my usual nighttime routine. I got changed into pajamas, brushed my teeth, sat on my bed, and texted whoever they are. Hi, it's me again. Are you there? Yeah, wait. Yes. Wait. Yes. I can't remember the voices I'm doing. Too many. You're still not going to tell me anything, are you? No. Can I ask you something, even if you won't give me an honest answer anyways? Okay, I think this is the voice, maybe. Are you the Blackwood Butcher? Would I tell you if I was? Are you afraid of for their safety? Of course, why? Of course, why wouldn't I be? I see. I wouldn't put it like that. I don't own them after all. Even if they are in my keeping for now. You're way too vague. Why would you even contact me to begin with? I thought you'd like to know about your parents. I'm only trying to do my best to keep you happy. You think I'm happy? Maybe not now, but you will be. Because I have a pigeon on your bed. I have to go now. Goodbye. Goodbye. After another frustrating and unsettling night of text messages, I got under the covers and tried my best to sleep. It wasn't easy, and I had a bit of difficulty trying. I don't remember exactly when, but eventually I was able to sleep, even if not peacefully. Dad? Yes, sweetheart? Yes? Is there something wrong? Mama told me that Uncle Ray died. Did she now? Are we going to go see him? No. You don't need to worry about that. I don't? But... Listen, Mary. Normally when someone passes, you hold a funeral for them, right? Yeah. The thing about funerals, though, is that they're for people who are worth remembering. Oh. I woke up late the next morning. I must have been pretty tired after the last few days. I dragged myself out of bed and followed my normal morning routine. Got changed into my favorite outfit, had breakfast, etc. And of course, the Croven was once again nowhere to be seen. The Crovent was wrong with me. However, when I checked my phone that morning, I realized he had sent me a message. To my surprise, there were other messages there as well from my new friends. Who should I read first? Hey, Mary, I'm sorry. Mary Attila, good morning, Miss Mary. Proven.
Hey, Mary, I'm sorry. Hey, Mary, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I know I've been acting pretty nasty to you lately. I hope you know I don't mean it. Have you ever been to the Plant and Dollars yet? I've been heading there for lunch today, maybe like 12:30. You should come have lunch with me. My treat, because I'm rich. And then I can like formally apologize or whatever.
Good morning, Miss Marianto. I hope you're doing well today. You had asked me about the book the other day, right? Well, I actually finished it quicker than I expected to. Oh, I'm so smart. I'd really love to give it to you, but I wanted to be at the library today. I'm actually going to be at the cemetery. You like that place though, right? You should come and see me. Then I can pass the book over to you. I'll be there a quarter after noon or so. Then maybe after we can grab lunch or something again. I hope that doesn't come off weird. I just like company for my lunch break. Call me back.
Mary, it's Twyla. If you're still interested in helping me, I'll be in the library around noon today. It should be quieter there. And there's some books I want to pick up for research purposes. Meet me there if you can, but if not, I'll just call you up another time.
I was messaged by each of them. However, I think I only have time to meet up with one of them today. Where should I go today then? Cafe. It was a tough choice, but I had to choose one of them. I told the others I had plans and that I'd have to meet with them some other time. Then when noon rolled around, I headed to my destination. I spotted Croven pretty quickly. Dressing the way we do, it wasn't that hard. I'd recognize those red and black striped sleeves from a mile away. When Croven saw me, he gave me a hug. It made me realize how long it had been since he last hugged me. His arm felt relaxed, and he was wearing his classic smile. For a moment, it looked as if he was back to his normal old self. We had lunch together, and like he had promised, it was his treat. So is Croven a guy or girl? Is it a girl? Because immediately I went guy, but I don't know. I'm just going to keep doing the voice. So you definitely dabbed?
Of course I did. Wait. Of course I did. You know I had to do it to them. Dab on haters.
Ha ha. Ha ha, that's so you.
Oh, I know, right?
I thought about mentioning how happy I was that he was starting to feel alright, but I was worried that by bringing it up, he might get upset again. So, I just kept the conversation going, so it is a guy. There was no reason to bring it up anyways. So, would you consider it a successful date?
Oh, yeah, wait. Yeah, totally. I mean, they looked ready to kill me by the end of it. But in the fun way, you know? Kinda like how mom
looks at dad whenever he makes a bad pun.
Exactly.
I'm so happy for you. Do you think you'll take him out again?
Maybe.
Wow. Going out on a date sounds fun.
Oh, don't worry about it, Mars. Someone will take you out too one day. The Butcher. So anyways, do you like it here? The Plant Dollars, I mean? I always thought it was overhyped, but now that we have one, it actually ain't too shabby.
Oh, actually, I've been here before.
Oh, you have? When?
I was here just the other day, because I wanted to check it out. Funnily enough, we sat at this table too.
Oh, you did? Wait. Who's we? Did you suddenly make friends behind my back?
Huh? Oh. When I was here, the place was pretty packed, so the only empty seat was at this table. But some other girl was sitting here too, and I guess we're kind of like friends now? I mean, I just met her, but we're keeping contact, so... Her name's
Twyla?
Yeah? Is there a problem with that?
Mary, listen to me. I'm saying this because I care about you. Stay away from Twyla.
Huh? Why?
You just can't talk to her, okay?
Okay, if he has a good reason, he should tell us, but he's acting scary.
A kidder. Of all the people you had to talk to her, she's the kind of girl who stabbed the devil in the butt with his own pitchfork. Seriously, you shouldn't be talking to her.
Do you know her? Did something happen between you two? You've never mentioned her before, and...
Mary, please. I know I'm coming off really bad right now, and you probably think I'm being a giant jerk, but just don't talk to her, and you just can't.
You know, I think they're not trying to be controlling like at first. That's what I thought. It seems different. If she's that bad, I'll watch my back. I already promised I'd help her some stuff. But I trust your reasons for disliking her, and if I don't know what, even if I don't know what they are, I think it's a little too late to back out of the arrangement, but I'll definitely take what you said to heart. I'll be careful.
Good. You should be.
Come on, let's go throw our trash out. This game's long. It's not long, but it's just I thought it'd be shorter than this. Croven was still over Twyla, even after I had attempted to drop the conversation. Salty-o. He said he wouldn't talk about it anymore, but I better not ever mention him to Twyla. Ever. We tried to spend the rest of the day together, but it was more than apparent he wasn't in a good mood anymore. At least by the time we started heading home, he had calmed down to a much more normal state. After getting home, he said he was going to smoke outside for a little bit, so I just lit him and headed up to bed, and did what I do every night. Hi.
Hello? Wait. Hello?
Can we talk about that thing you said the other night? I haven't been able to stop thinking about it ever since you said it.
What's bothering you?
You said that you were coming for me. That you just need more time. Are you really going to steal me too?
Oh, it'll be alright. I promise. It's for the best.
You're gonna make me feel sick all over again.
What do you want me to tell you? Is that really what you want? You'll see me soon, but you shouldn't worry about it. It will happen when it happens. This is the for the best. I'm not Croven. Even if you can't see that right now. Even if you can't ever. Maybe I'm the bird on your bed. No, I'm not. Maybe I'm both. Maybe Croven is the bird. Even if you can't ever.
When will this be over?
Soon, hopefully. I just need more time. You'll hang on for me, won't you?
Do I have a choice?
Haha. Sweet dreams, Barry.
Oh my gosh, I didn't sleep at all that night. I really didn't. There was a few times I shut my eyes and tried to, but nothing could calm me down anymore at this point. My anxiety was through the roof.
Just wanted Mom and Dad back. I wanted to know for certain that they were okay.
It should have been me that was taken. Maybe it was supposed to be. The next morning when I got up, Croven was still home. He seemed to be acting pretty normal for once. At the very least, not agitated. But despite this, I didn't sit and have breakfast with him. I wasn't in the mood to really talk to anyone, not right now. Not after last night. It was too much. I just wanted some private time to myself. I just wanted to cool down. As I was about to leave, Crow talked to not eating breakfast, Mars? I responded. He responded with a simple, okay. And after that, I was out the door. I just wanted to go to that place and not be bothered. On the bus right there, all three of them texted me again. Croven said he noticed I left pretty quickly and hoped I wasn't upset with him for his behavior lately. Twyla talked about some of her progress on her research, and Reginald said he'd be at the cemetery again today. Although I appreciate their messages, I really just need to be alone. I need to go back there and just relax. No, that's not the right word. I wasn't going to be there to relax. I was going there to mourn. Okay, that is going to be it for this episode. I need to stop. It's so long. Thank you all so much for watching. If you do want to see more Mary Cemetery Mary, yes, then please leave a like and let me know in the comments what you think so far. And if you think that the butcher killer, murder, slasher, the slinging butcher, if you think it's the bird, Croven, or they're both, let me know. Thank you guys.